I worked at a tea shop, and this was my main job in university, and it was in Bellingham, Washington. This is my boss, Scout. She started the company, and it was just 5 of us. Scout, me, my friend and coworker Anya, Katie, and me. And yeah, it was one of my favorite jobs because I loved the people that I worked with. I got to spend every afternoon after my university classes blending tea. So I collected the herbs and I put them together and mixed them in these like big mixing bowls. And then I would fill tins like this and label them. So like the labels came on big wheels. And this was a job in production. So I wasn't serving a hot cup of tea to a customer. I wasn't doing that. I was making the tea. And I was labeling tins. So this is like a tin of tea. And we have this machine. And you would have like 150 tins. And you would have to label them all on the machine. And so it was very repetitive. But I got to listen to podcasts and chat with my friends. So it was a good job. And I worked there for 3 years. The entire time that I lived in Bellingham. And then in the summer, I also worked at the American Alpine Institute. And at the American Alpine Institute, I was an equipment specialist. So I helped people, well, I guess what we did as a company was organized trips for people who wanted to go mountain climbing like this. So clients would come to our shop, and this was the shop, these are some of my coworkers, and we would have to teach them about the equipment that they needed. So I would fit them for climbing boots and climbing shoes and teach them all about how to use an ice axe. Did we talk about ice axes in this class a little bit? They look like this. This is an ice axe. So if you're like climbing a mountain like this, you need to have an ice axe with you. So I would teach people how to use it properly. And with my coworkers, I would go mountain climbing and rock climbing in the spare time that we had. But this was also a super fun job because it was all about adventures, going out on adventures in the mountains. And these are the North Cascades, and they're super, super beautiful. It's like 1 hour from our city. So, a lovely place.